These days, Coober Pedy bakes in the heat. It might look like a ramshackle collection of mine shafts, underground houses and tourist traps, but this is Opal Central. The diggings here produce over 90% of the world's supply of this rainbow-hued treasure. So it's no surprise, opal is Australia's national gemstone.
All you do is pull it and you're going to go down slowly.
Feel like an ant.
Yeah, don't go looking up too much.
Brothers Steve and Drago Marjanovic make their living prizing these precious stones from the ancient seabed on the outskirts of town. This is their daily commute. A tight fit dangling on a wire 20 metres down a giant wormhole.
Wow. Hi, Drago. Well, that's quite a trip.
Come, mate.
Drago has offered to lead marine reptile expert Maria Zammit and I
Welcome.
deep into the prehistoric Eromanga seafloor. The brothers have dug an extraordinary catacomb of shafts and tunnels into a Cretaceous marine graveyard.
So, Drago, is it hard to tunnel through this?
Oh, yeah.
Opal formed here when silica-laden water leached through the rock, pooled where it met resistance, and then slowly evaporated.
My goodness, Drago. You've been tunnelling to China down here.
A fair few miles.
Occasionally, when this mineral-rich water encountered a fossil, a biological treasure became a mineralogical one as well.
Wow, that is just beautiful. That green one is stunning. And it's clearly a shell.
You're absolutely right. You can really see that they're shells. I mean, that tells us a little bit about the seabed that was here at the time. However, for me, of course, the favourite are the vertebrate fossils, so the parts of those marine reptiles that you do occasionally get opalised.
These are some of the opalised body parts recovered so far. Backbones, rib bones, tailbones and flipper bones, near complete skeletons from long-dead reptilian sea monsters.
I've heard of some descriptions of them being like a snake threaded through the body of a turtle, and that's really what they look like. They've got these gigantic flippers attached to this body, and then you've got this long neck stretching out in front.
Enough plesiosaur remains have now been found to determine that many found in the area were juveniles.
You do see some that are only about this big. So, you know, they're obviously juveniles. How young? We don't know if they're just newborn babies or if they're slightly older than that. But it is suggested that because we see so many specimens that show these signs of being quite young, that it wasn't nursery.
The current thinking is that these reptiles migrated down to the southern Eromanga coastline to feed and breed during the relative warmth of the polar summer. Plesiosaurs could carve and fatten up in the nutrient-rich waters, heading north again before the winter returned. It might have been a safer place than most to raise a youngster in a dangerous ocean. Sail out into the Eromanga Sea and you would have encountered a host of strange Cretaceous sea creatures. And it's highly unlikely that they were all as friendly as dolphins.